Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Faye. Today, I'm Lone. Today, I'll be discussing the trailers for Yakuza, no, Like a Dragon Yakuza, the series based on the Yakuza video game series, which is now called Like a Dragon. So this title is like doing what Resident Evil Biohazard did, where it's combining both the English and the Japanese titles. Because if you guys don't know, maybe you guys do because it was changed here. But in Japan, the Yakuza series is always called Like a Dragon. I'm guessing that's because you can't really use Yakuza because it has some connotations there, and that was kind of what I experienced in like when I went to Japan, kind of where in some places they didn't let you. I don't have any tattoos, but like I had someone there who did have a tattoo, and they told like to cover up the tattoo if you went in certain places, because I'm guessing that's viewed as being like associated with the Yakuza. So what I'm guessing is that you can't really use that to advertise because of what the general connotations of that is, but I understand that, and that's why, and they called it Like a Dragon here because I'm guessing that a lot of the tattoos were dragon related. So yeah, no. But in the West, it was always called Yakuza, and it wasn't until recently, literally, I think, legitimately this year, like I think last year or something, that it was changed to in the West. It was changed to Like a Dragon. In After Yakuza, actually that happened with Yakuza Like a Dragon. I just remembered like it was called, well, not really. Yeah, no, it's happened twice, both ways. So the seventh game was Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that one had a completely new protagonist and all that, which would cross over with uh what was it fuck. Oh, yeah, it did that same thing with it, and then it was after that game. I think after that, after Yakuza Like a Dragon, the next game, which was a remake of Like a Dragon Ishin, which was only released in Japan, and then they remade that, and this was the first real game that was called Like a Dragon. So yeah, that was cool, I guess. And then they made Like a Dragon Gaiden, and then officially the next game after Dragon's Like a Dragon was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So they did change it here in the West, and then every other game I think is gonna be like this. It's gonna be just uh, it's gonna be just like it's just gonna be Like a Dragon, but in here it's something different. It's called Like a Dragon Yakuza, which is using the original title with the westernized title as like the subtitle. But in Yakuza Like a Dragon's case, it's using the Japanese title as a subtitle. I'm harping too much on the on the title, but I think it's cool. But yeah, no, I so this is the I so yeah, just moving on from that. I think this is the first time there has been uh no, this isn't. This is the second time the video game series has been adapted into live action format, and I don't know what the uh I don't know what I don't know how that one went. Apparently, it didn't go so well. It did make back some money, but I don't know. Like it, there was a film, and then there's a second, and then this series is a second adaptation. I'm guessing of the same thing, and it's gonna be a TV series. It was originally gonna be a film, but then they made it into a series. So interesting thing here. Uh, I okay. So I did sound like I was harping on the title a lot, and it might sound like I know a little bit about Yakuza. That's because I pulled up the Wikipedia page. So just like Halo, just like Fallout, just like Tomb Raider, just like Borderlands, just like last one I talked about, uh, just like Last of Us that I talked about a few days ago. I have never played to completion a Yakuza game. I have Yakuza Like a Dragon through PS Plus, and I played a little bit, and I dropped it, not because I didn't like it, it's just that I had other things to play. And that is my experience with this franchise. It's more than Tomb Raider. It's more than it's not more than Fallout. I did play a little bit of Fallout 4. It is more than Halo. I've never played a Halo game, and it's a little bit more than Last of Us because I've only touched a little bit of that game. But I've never played to completion a Yakuza game. I can't even pretend to know what this franchise is about. I mean, I do know, but like I can't even pretend what happens in this franchise, who it is, and who it's about. So I think so. This is gonna be a pretty short episode, going into talking about Yakuza, like the series, and me going into what the actual thing and what it's actually about. This will be maybe my first introduction to the series. I'll maybe pick up the Yakuza Kiwami re-release that's coming out on Switch if that one is like any good. If that one's it's coming out the same day, about like a day before. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a tie-in or something. Yeah, if that's any good, I'll pick it up maybe. I don't know, but like I'll definitely think about picking up Kiwami if it's like it's on sale, or if it's like just like if it's at a good price somewhere. I might pick it up. I might play just to know like what this series is about. And like what to expect from Like a Dragon, and maybe I'll do the same when Last of Us, when I review like Last of Us, and like what it changed. I don't know. I'll have to pick up some games to really know what it's about. Yeah. Anyways, let's get right straight into the speculation. Again, I don't know if I have much to talk about here, but yeah. So something that I do know about Yakuza is that it has very over the top action, and it's something that's very apparent in every game. You can pick up items like just random items from from the street, and that's like a big part of the combat in the video game. And that's something that's something that's very important and very and a very big part of the Yakuza franchise, or like a Dragon. So, will that be part of the show? Will we see that comment the part of the show? At least from the trailers that I saw, and I'm kind of glad I did wait for a second trailer, because the first trailer didn't really show much. But from what I've seen from the these two trailers, it doesn't seem like they're really going into the combat a lot. Like they're not really focusing on like the big combat. I did see a lot of fighting, but there's not a lot of like this over the top fighting that we see in like that's very recognizable for the franchise. So I don't know if they will be going in that direction. What I watched, at least, it seemed like these people weren't really they weren't really going for a comedic approach with this show. Like they were really taking the property serious. When I think the film itself, at least like saw a review saying that it was like a pretty good black comedy. or yeah, dark comedy and all that. But I don't know. I think it could. I think maybe it could work. And apparently, like the movie didn't really adapt to like it had very weird deviations from the game. So maybe this. Well, I'll get into that later. Maybe this will be a better adaptation. Maybe not. I don't know. You know, maybe more faithful, but I do hope that maybe they keep the over the top uh aspect of the of the video game. But that's not what I'm seeing. I didn't really see much action in the trailer at all. It's just like it just seems like they're trying to like they're doing like a normal crime show, which I mean I don't know how Yakuza fans are really taking that. I mean, I like Tokyo Vice. Maybe if I'll separate this from the game, maybe I will like it. I don't know. I feel like this might not be that much of a Yakuza like show as much of like a crime show. Like it's not gonna be a like a dragon show. It's gonna be a Yakuza show. You know, like that's what I'm getting from the trailers. That's what I'm trying to like. Well, that's what I'm getting, but I don't know. Yeah, I hope that at least has that. That's a big part of the game's identity. And you know, I just kind of hope that's part of the whole thing. Something else I saw was that they're gonna be there are some recognizable characters. I do know some of the names, of course. Kazuma Kiryu is here. He is obviously. I was kind of worried going to this series thinking that they might not go in that direction, but they did. I don't know why I didn't think they would go in the direction of like putting in Kiryu, but they did, and I'm glad they did. Even though I probably shouldn't be glad because that's the main character. But yeah, no. And like there's another character called Goro Mijima or Majima Goro. I don't know, Majima. I think it's Majima. And honestly, I was surprised to see him. I think he's in the first game. I think I don't know, but he's a pretty big character, and I'm glad that they're not taking him too seriously because it looks like he's a very over the top character. And I think I'm glad to see him. Looks pretty faithful to his game counterpart. And hell, I saw recently he's gonna get a new game coming out next year, the same day as Monster Hunter. So yeah, rip that game. But yeah, I don't know, the Yakuza fan base might be strong. Maybe they don't overlap. I think they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. But you know, there's some recognizable characters here, and I do like that they're not just like bringing in random ass characters. Although I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind like a storyline set in the Yakuza universe. It doesn't seem like a very hard universe to adapt into just having a storyline in film. What the fuck did I do? Okay. It doesn't seem that way. I hope. You know, I think God damn it. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. Like I don't know if it's really that hard to adapt Yakuza into like into an actual series. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't really know. But yeah, so I guess moving on from that is just adapting stories. I think stories. I think I mentioned this at some point in the past, maybe that that these fucking hell. That like having a show based on basing a show off of like a video game series, having multiple video games in that series, is very it's a very big advantage, because not only do you have teams just adapt one video game for one season, you can adapt if the show does good, like if it does well ratings wise and viewing wise, then you have a bunch of other things, and this show could run for up to maybe even like 7-8 seasons if they want to adapt every game. And they have, well, I'll get into that later, but they have a lot of material to work with, especially with like the fact that they're adapting Yakuza and the remake Yakuza Kiwami. So they have a lot on their table and a lot of stuff to do, even for like Yakuza 2 and Yakuza, and they might do other stuff and maybe like a spin-off series for the seventh game, and maybe and instead of adapting the second game, the seventh game, maybe they adapt the Man Who Erased His Name. Like all of that could happen with the show, but I don't know if they will. I don't know. Like it's definitely weird what the creators have said, and I'll definitely get into that later. But yeah, no, I think I think that they have a lot to work with. It's just that this first season has to work and click with people. And I don't know if it will. Because my last point is that these writers have stated that they have elected not to not play the games. And I don't know how to feel about that. Because the thing is that not only is this like pretty much helmed by Japanese people, and I know that those people, and I know that like industry is very big on like faithfully adapting stuff. But the thing is that like this is held also by American, like this is an American production, and those people really don't care about adapting and things, and it's very apparent. Like this happened with Halo and all that. I think, and I hope that they're not going the direction Halo went with, where they didn't adapt anything. From what I understand, Halo didn't adapt anything. They went in their own way, and they didn't adapt anything until like I think the maybe the second season when they finally started adapting stuff. I don't know when they finally I think they found the Halo in season 2. Maybe they finally started adapting the first game. I think it would have been just a better option to maybe do the first book as the first season, and then the first game as the second season. It's easy. That's easy to do. Like you have material there, and you're just refusing to using it just because you want to do your own stuff. And I think doing your own stuff with a franchise is fine when you're not like trying to adapt something. We're not trying to adapt the storyline like that's already based in the game. So people might not. So you're losing like patrons. Like, you're losing potential customers here by saying that you're not like going into the game. Like maybe the show is. I think like I said in last of us review that a show is much more approachable than a game. So if people don't like the show, they're gonna think that this whole franchise is garbage. I don't know about you. That's just how I think. So I think these writers and the creators, especially, I think it could have been one of the people who one of like the Japanese producers. I don't think they would have said that, but like the American producers, I think they might have said that they're just not like they're not really interested in that. And I don't know why they keep saying that. That's like dooming the show pretty much. But I think that if they wanted to do something like that and just study the franchise and make a storyline based on it, I think they would have been fine. But they didn't. They were adapting the first game. So I think they should play the game, or at least watch a playthrough of it. Like I don't know. Like it's something weird that they have where they just don't want to engage with the franchise they're working with. I don't know. Maybe this put the series on like dangerous waters for me. I don't know if it'll be good. Maybe it will be. I don't know, but we'll see. And also, this series is 6 episodes long, which I don't know if that's enough to adapt the first game. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm cautiously optimistic for this video game adaptation, because it's not really promising anything. It's not like Fallout, where Fallout Fallout did adapt something within the universe that's separate from the games. And like the Lara Croft series, which is continuing off from the games and doing their own storyline there. Now, that's cool, and I like that, but they're not doing that here. So I don't know. That's what I think. I think that this series is treading dangerous water. So what do you guys think about the like a Dragon trailers, like a Dragon Yakuza trailers? Leave in the comments below. Our socials in the description, but avoid the Twitter one because that one is not available. The account is suspended for no reason. So yeah. So just before that, fuck you, Elon. If you want to reinstate the account, if you want to send me an email, maybe maybe I'll do something. Maybe we can work something out. But I don't think so. So if you guys don't reinstate my account or the immediate account, you can send all of your emails directly to my two ball sacks. Not my two ball sacks. My two testicles. I fucked that up. Anyways, suck my dick. Anyways, so yeah, that's about it. See ya.